Repolling for Inner Manipur Parliamentary constituency at 11 polling stations of 5 assembly segments concludes peacefully. Over 200 policemen assigned Lok Sabha election duty in Tamenglong. Manipur police personnel appeal for revocation of duty orders citing safety issues in the wake of Manipur conflict. And Manipur observes World Earth Day 2024 on Planet versus Plastics theme. Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor N. Rajmon says science and spirituality need to go hand in hand for the Earth to thrive. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm USHAM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Repolling for Inner Manipur Parliamentary constituency held at 11 polling stations of 5 assembly segments concluded peacefully today. Overall, voters' turnout recorded at 3 p.m. was 73.05%. Repolling began at 7 a.m. and concluded at 5 p.m. The 11 polling stations are 2 in 3 Kurai Assembly segment, namely Moirangkampu Sajib Upper Primary School and S. Ibobi Primary School East Wing, Kurai Thongam Lekai. 4 polling stations of 4 Khetrigao Assembly segment, namely Bamonkampu Upper Primary School, Pioneer Academy, Irilbung High School North Wing and Irilbung High School South Wing. 1 polling station of 5 Tongju Assembly segment, namely National Children's School. 3 polling stations in 10 Oripok Assembly segment, namely Iroshemba Upper Primary School Eastern Wing, Iroshemba Upper Primary School Western Wing and Iroshemba Upper Primary School Middle Wing. And 1 polling station of 18 Khongjom Assembly segment, namely the Khaidem Primary School South Wing. It may be mentioned that the Election Commission of India under sections 58 clause 2 and 58A clause 2 of the Representation of the People's Act 1951 directed that the poll taken on April 19 in respect of the 11 polling stations to be void in the wake of unwanted incidents such as gunfiring and destruction of EVMs. Repolling concluded peacefully at Khongjom constituency's Khaidem Upper Primary School polling station 18/22 today with an overall voting turnout of 88.64%. A total of 640 voters including 321 male voters and 319 female voters cast their vote at the polling station. Voting was carried out under tight security arrangements. A total of 85.43% voters turnout was recorded at Tongju constituency's polling station 5/31 in Khongman Zone V Zone 5A. Meanwhile, at Iroshemba Primary polling station 10/1, 10/6 and 10/7, total voters turnout of 78.29%, 86.8% and 80.2% were reported at the close of voting hour. For Khetrigao constituencies, the voting were also concluded peacefully at 4/43, 4/44, 4/45 and 4/46 polling stations with voters turnout of 79.5%. Voting was also held without any untoward incident at 3/11, 3/21 polling stations of Kurai constituency. Repolling was held peacefully at 18/22 Khaidem Upper Primary School polling station of 18 Khongjom Assembly segment in Imphal West District today. There are 722 voters including 359 female voters for the polling station, out of which 640 voters including 319 female voters cast their vote today. Voters lined up near the polling booth since 7 a.m. and exercised their democratic rights under heavy security arrangements. RPI Atawali candidate Maheshwar Khongjom also visited the polling station and inspected the process. Speaking to media, Maheshwar said untoward incidents during April 19 polling could have been averted had there been similar security arrangements seen today.
ꯑꯩꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯖꯗꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯒꯤꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯁꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯒꯦ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯅ ꯃꯦꯟ ꯄꯥꯋꯔ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯅꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯗꯔꯛꯄ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯗ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯒꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯛ ꯗꯦ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯩ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯗꯣꯔꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯇꯧꯒꯦꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯤꯄꯨꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯅ ꯈꯪꯉꯕꯅꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯛ ꯆꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯂꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ 11 ꯈꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯐꯝ 11 ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯖꯥꯠꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ 12 ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯁꯨ 12ꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇꯨꯗ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯔꯥꯡꯗꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯡ ꯕꯨꯠ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯠꯂꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨꯗꯣ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯡ 12:13 ꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯝꯖꯜꯂꯝꯕꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯂꯤꯞꯇꯣ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯆꯠꯄꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯝꯖꯍꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯀꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯙꯝꯀꯥ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯊꯦꯝꯃꯒ ꯂꯧꯍꯧꯁꯜꯍꯧꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯝꯐꯨꯗ ꯅꯝꯖꯟꯈꯤꯕ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯗꯥꯛ ꯗꯦꯅꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯅꯝꯐꯨ ꯁꯥꯐꯨꯗ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯄꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯄꯤꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯇꯧꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯈꯪꯉ ꯄꯣꯠꯅꯦꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯇꯥꯔꯛꯄꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯠꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯌꯣꯝ ꯆꯨꯝꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯈꯤꯕꯗꯣ ꯁꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯑꯆꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯦꯗꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯂꯥꯟꯗꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯁꯣꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯋꯥꯠꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯦ ꯃꯔꯤꯛ ꯆꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯗꯦ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯜꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯥꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯁꯟꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ 13ꯁꯦ ꯅꯤꯌꯣꯝ ꯆꯨꯝꯅ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯏꯁꯣꯔ ꯈꯨꯔꯨꯝꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯐꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯎꯔꯤ.
In a Manipur Lok Sabha candidate from RPI Thawale, Khongjom Maheshwar also said that the first phase of election conducted on April 19 was marked with several unwanted incidents at several polling stations. It was not free and fair. Maheshwar said he will not remain silent until repolling is conducted in those polling stations as well. Speaking to Impact News on the sidelines of inspecting repolling at Moirangkampu Sajep Upper Primary 3/11 polling station of Khurai Assembly segment in Imphal East District today, Maheshwar said locals coming out for repoll shows they still have trust in the ECI and the administration, stating that he has already filed complaints with regards to unwanted incidents at several other polling stations on April 19. Maheshwar urged the relevant authorities to rerun the election.
13ꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯔꯁ ꯗꯦꯅꯦꯅ ꯈꯟꯖꯩ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯈꯤꯗꯕ ꯅꯝꯐꯨ ꯁꯥꯐꯨꯗ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯐꯝ ꯀꯌꯥꯃꯨꯛ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅꯁꯨ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯖꯈꯤꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯐꯝꯁꯤ ꯃꯄꯨꯡ ꯐꯥꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯤꯄꯣꯜ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯐꯥꯎꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯨꯃꯤꯟꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯀꯝꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯟ ꯆꯠꯊꯈꯤꯅꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯐꯤꯌꯔ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟ ꯁꯨꯡꯑꯣꯏ ꯑꯣꯏꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯐꯤꯌꯔ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯇꯪ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯗꯦꯃꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯇꯕ ꯅꯝꯐꯨ ꯁꯥꯐꯨꯗ ꯈꯨꯠꯂꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯥꯡꯕꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯐꯤꯂꯝꯗ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯎꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯗ ꯇꯧꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯕꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯀꯦꯟꯗꯤꯗꯦꯠꯇꯪꯒꯤ ꯋꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤ ꯗꯣꯟꯗꯪꯒꯤ ꯋꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯃꯤꯄꯨꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯇꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯦꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅೋ ꯗꯦꯃꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯟꯊꯣꯛ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯍꯪ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯤꯄꯨꯝ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯍꯪꯈꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯃꯤꯠꯇꯨꯗ.
India Alliance INC candidate for Inner Manipur Lok Sabha seat, Dr. Angomcha Bimol Khongjom, asserted that repoll had to be conducted today due to violation of election rules. Speaking to Impact News on the sidelines of inspecting the repolling at Moirangkampu Sajep 3/11 polling station of Khurai Assembly segment in Imphal East District today, Dr. Angomcha Bimol said the unwanted incident at the polling station on April 19 could have been prevented with necessary measures. He further said the Manipur violence on May 3 last year erupted due to total failure of the intelligence and the government. He maintained that such election-related incidents are reflection of the ruling government.
Police department and intelligence unit laini irang tholpa yadi extra precaution low yaidana low dise kari ginoda moi yauraga tawre ni yam nongning ma ai chat koding su central security leibida kya thokan de ana iman mana bai toy ne kai lepak si kang khong sa la kari nuai no kyan ta de moi pam candidate to miyam na samna thada han bam changne dana aduna to democratic right haisa adu taw de ba khoi sai sa pikraba lepak sai da mukhai na dana katuk kan na tawrisi mi mamang da chopa da sa ngana all international news lo yaure Manipur se tum hanjan singa koi vote ka ba ka da tu over Manipur asuk phajaga bi image se sabana sahale ba se pikrab si da mai gi ojo thak ta no hona ba da leipak miyam gi izzat se karino sinata ba khona halan ga da so che tha ge ni.
Khurai MLA and Kafin PD Minister Laishangtem Susindro expresses concern over the incident of poll-related violences in Manipur on April 19. He said a poll violence occurred due to participation of candidates with criminal mentality in elections. Susindro said this on the sideline of an inspection visit at Moirangkampu Sajep 3/11 polling station where repoll was conducted today. Speaking to media, Minister Susindro said MP elections were conducted peacefully in the earlier instances. However, repoll were called at 2 polling stations in Khurai constituency this time. He said a repoll at 3/11 Moirangkampu Sajeb is justified. However, repolling at 3/21 Khongjom Leka is not justified and the decision for repoll remains doubtful. Voting was held peacefully without any hindrances in Khurai Assembly segment today.
3/21 na uji repoll tawrise masi kai repoll toino se ai hujipu confusion lei police ama suspend tawdana action am lokhole haibu leite moi already cctv camera election commission na fit tawribus everything u leiramane akhoi election agent na cc meetings na disturbance pirami cc haiba homo chawbasina kano torome haibagi police te application am leiba fir tawgiba adugi action am to lokhotte aduna takpasi kitang doubtful way asi 3/21 something behind the screen kanom leramada male adu 3/11 gi di akhoi na han ai imam mukta ne moi stage da mayam toroga thugai hiba mai tha hiba ai ujahobi aduna sigi budi report tawdum maram chare lo amadudi maram kitang chaw wale.
Manipur police personnel decry recent duty order issued by DIG of Manipur Police Department Kabib K in connection with Lok Sabha Outer Manipur election duty at Tamenglong. Over 200 personnel from Manipur Police agitated in front of GP Women's College today. A protester expressed safety concerns from Meitei policemen to travel to Tamenglong in the wake of ongoing Manipur conflict, which erupted in May last year. He said police personnel had performed their duty diligently when they were assigned duty for Inner Manipur Lok Sabha election, but going for duty in Tamenglong would be unsafe for them. Protesters appealed to scrap the duty order and to assign them duties in other locations where Meitei police personnel would be safe.
अखोई मरुना तमिलनाडु दा इलेक्शन हाइतारे आउटर गा मरी लेना ड्यूटी थाजलक मरुना अखोई हुजुल लेक्चर सिंगे हाना अखोई डेट 19 दा इनर गा आउटर पुरा तबोदर अखोई हाना ड्यूटी लोइ चलुरबने अदुबु अनि सबुगी ओइना आउटर गी दा तमिलनाडु ड्यूटी थाजलक पजेदी अखोई ngasi थोक्चराइसिना अखोई तमिलनाडु दा ड्यूटी तबुगी महत अतोब जगह अमदा अखोई अरेंज तबु हाइबने अखोइना हाइदि तमिलनाडु नतबदा अतोब जगह अमदा अखोई अरेंज तबु हाइजबने अखोइना ngasi तौजरै हुजि अखोई ऑर्डर थोइसे मरुना मी चनीगा हुफुने चनी हुफुसिदा अखोई मैतै चामागा 197 ऑर्डर थोलेबा अदा अखोइना अखोई मैतै सिंग यावबनिना तमिलनाडु सपजिदा अखोइ खरे रिक्स ओइबनिना अतोब जगह अमदा सबना अखोई सेनार ऑफिसर पुलिस चिंजब हाइतारे अखोइना ड्यूटी चलो है मतलब अतोब जगह अमदा सिनबियुना हाइजब अदो अखोइना करिगुम्बा सी ड्यूटी जे सिलक्त्रगदी मोइना नपुर थाजलगदी अखोई चति चलो।
Press note from Technopol DEO informs to all the recognized national and state political parties functioning within Technopol district that district EVMs, VVPATs, strong room for 42 Technopol ST Assembly segment of 2 Outer Manipur Parliamentary Constituency located at DC Office Complex Chandel will be opened on April 23 at 11:30 a.m. until April 27 for preparation of dispatching of Phase 2 and Phase 1 EVMs and VVPATs and receiving of polled EVMs and VVPATs in connection with the 18th Lok Sabha elections. A man reportedly killed his own father at Khongjom Awanglekai under Patsoi police station. The victim is identified as 51-year-old Naurem Joychandra alias Tomba. He died at around 3:15 a.m. today after undergoing treatment at RIMS Hospital. Police arrested the victim's son, Naurem Tarunjit, aged 31. He has been remanded to 8-day police custody after he was produced before Judicial Magistrate First Class Imphal West 1 today. It is reported that on April 20, the father-son had argument and the father, Naurem Joychandra, sustained injuries and was taken to RIMS Hospital. However, doctors declared him dead today after undergoing treatment at around 3:15 a.m. He reportedly died due to neurologic shock, possibly due to physical assault. Unidentified miscreants reportedly carried out gun attack at the residence of one MD Laihaluddin of Kiamgai, Takhokmapal yesterday around 6 p.m. Following the firing incident, locals of Kiamgai, Takhokmapal took out protest condemning the incident. Speaking in this regard, a protester named MD Sahuddin demanded clarification from people who committed the terrorizing act.
Muhammad Laihaluddin Nipasi government ki employee ni aduyam na ngasi phawda ma ki punsi chahi yangkhai khare hela aba phawbasida laikai laikok ta phata haudi da wa aina yadaba natra kana ga lena dena da nungaina da ma phawba laitri ma ki yumda asumna numidang gi matamda yumda ki yakhang pok halamba nomai kapsin lamba ki thodok si laikai sida leiriba kangbai takho makha da leiriba miyamna yaningde mahaki yumda bo oiro amagi yumda bo oiro numidang da gan firing ki thabuk tawbasi hondingde matung da so tawbiganu miyamda ki khangbi bani kanana natraga karamba party na natraga kari maramgi da mata kapono haibna singbadu miyamna mati mahang masamana khangning.
Manipur joins the rest of the world in observing World Earth Day 2024. The observation program was organized by Directorate of Environment and Climate Change on a theme Planet versus Plastics at the Directorate's office in Porompat today. Speaking at the event, Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor N. Rajmohan, expressed concern over possibility of Earth going extinct if humans fail to take necessary measures. He said science and spirituality need to go hand in hand if Earth has to thrive. Professor Rajmohan maintained that industrial revolution led to poisoning of environment and contributed to global warming. World Earth Day is being observed to remember the day when 20 Americans took out demonstration for a healthy, sustainable environment.
International Peace Conference, economics Nobel laureate we human beings, including all the animals, birds, fishes, microbes, because we are just standing on the top of a volcano which is trying to erupt. Because volcano I will in the name of development and civilization, you will put industrial revolution and support for family, no, I will family, what a security name the mother of sitting.
Speaking at the event, Director of Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur, Dr. T. Brajakumar said, we need to remember that species will have no place to go if the ecosystem breaks down. All species can thrive well only when the environment and ecosystem are well balanced and healthy. While speaking about the threats posed by plastics, Dr. T. Brajakumar stressed the need to take measures to fight the menace caused by plastics, including micro and nanoplastics, which are not visible to the naked eyes. As a part of the program, department distributed plastic bottle bank to colleges. Memento were also presented to individuals and media persons, including Impact TV, for their contributions in the fight to tackle plastic menace. Directorate of Environment and Climate Change also released a newsletter during the program.
Plastic depend on the kind of some sunny hand of potential plastic machine rank some sunny one of potential plastic but the western surface the lake of the single lake of plastic degrade or microplastic or minimum plastic or Natagana, Madri can cover name of plastic and airborne plastic masa who Professor Maramura have impact like climate change function.
Indian Army, in association with Bishnupur Forest Division, also observed World Earth Day 2024 by planting saplings at various places in Bishnupur and Churachandpur districts. Together with local communities, 500 trees were planted at Kumbi, Saiton and Saidan, advocating environmental sustainability and highlighting the importance of preserving our delicate ecosystem. World Earth Day 2024 on the theme Planet versus Plastics was also observed at Bhairodan Maxwell Hindi High School in Thangal Bazar with a campaign cum cleanliness program. Members of Youth and Eco Club of Bhairodan Maxwell Hindi High School carried out cleanliness drive in and around the school campus today. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on IMD's prediction of heat wave and rain and storm in various parts of the country. Keep watching Impact News.
NABH Phanglaba AOI Babina Speciality Hospital asida Medical Surgical Radiation Oncology Nuclear Medicine laying bagi khudong chaba pizari. State asida ahanba oina thyroid cancer gi iodine therapy haubaga loinana cancer khangdop naba PET CT scan leiraba hospital ni. CMHT PMJOY card paiba amasung government employees singisu laying bada khudong chaba pizari. Doctor Singna tumor board phamduna anaba singi laying da chawna mating pangli. Akupa marol gi damak AOI Babina Speciality Hospital, Sajiva Jail Road, Kabaysoi, Imphal East, Tanabiu.
Imong umada sang mapalam sing pena store da fang da laitre.
Grocery items, cosmetic items, sena chana ba firo. Electronic items, home appliances, loina na furniture items.
Isagi apamba polam sing leibada dukan amada mukchat amada mukchen tawagi mathau tadre. Hojik oirakliba leiba isen mitlon gi phibam yengjarga pena store yonjari ba polam kodima ki offer pijari.
Sagolban babudong mantri lekai Imphal West madi Salam Awang lekai Sangai Tel Road Imphal West lengthong piraktuna polam kodimak leibagi nungai ba mahau lobiyaw.
Sister SCD pesham tangi England dai.
Brother honore room size ki matu inane amat mana roibo ko bedroom da pan ba ya ba subna tagi lupa lising kun mapang da chonga dagi horoga ne mezo hafta phangbi brand makhal suna leiraba room size kuding maki chana ba AC happy mezo half Imphal phone number 7085971598.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted further rise in temperature in many parts of India such as Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Karnataka and Kerala in the next coming 4 days. IMD also predicted rainfall and storms across the northeastern region of the country. Cyclonic vortex looms over northeastern parts of Assam and expectations are high for light to moderate rainfall throughout the state and neighboring states. Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura are expected to witness a mix of moderate rainfall, thunderstorms and gusty winds until April 23. The forecast extends to scattered rainfall across these states during April 25 to 27. Arunachal Pradesh is anticipating extreme weather conditions. The Regional Meteorological Center, Guwahati, has issued advisories indicating that stormy weather is set to prevail throughout the northeast until April 23. Indian Red Cross Society, IRCS Manipur State Branch and IRCS Bishnupur District Branch provided relief items to 4 families whose houses were damaged due to strong wind that swept Ithing, Maning Lekai and Thanga, Haureng, Chingyang in Bishnupur District yesterday. The IRCS team led by Chairman of IRCS Manipur State Branch, Narendra Ningomba, provided tarpaulin, mosquito nets and hygiene kits to the affected families. The team also provided help to bereaved family of late Kwairakpam Thoy, a fisherman who got drowned at the Loktak Lake during the cyclonic storm yesterday. Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike conveys greetings to people of Manipur on the eve of Khongjom Day 2024 and pays homage to forefathers who made supreme sacrifices for the sake of motherland while fighting against the British. Governor Anusuya Uike in her message appealed to people of Manipur to strive for bringing understanding, peace and harmony among communities in the state. Preparations have been completed for Khongjom Day observance at Khongjom War Memorial Complex in Thoubal District's Khongjom Khebaching tomorrow. Manipur Governor Anusuya Uike and Chief Minister N. Biren will be gracing the memorial event. The observation will be marked by floral tribute to heroes of the Khongjom War, guard of honor and offering of tarpan at the Khongjom River. This year's performance of drama on Khongjom War will be cancelled owing to the prevailing crisis in the state. Chief Minister Nongtungman Biren also conveys greetings to people of Manipur on the occasion of Khongjom Day 2024, while also paying homage to valiant heroes of the Anglo-Manipuri War of 1891. The Chief Minister, in his message, remembered Pauna Brajabasi and hundreds of his brave soldiers who fought bravely against the British forces. The Chief Minister also urged people to stand united and to work together in facing all challenges. Sagolban MLA R.K. Imo also conveys greetings to all the people of the state on the eve of Khongjom Day 2024. He urged people to remember the heroic sacrifices made by the forefathers. As state gets up to observe Khongjom Day 2024 tomorrow, Mahut Minister Yumnam Khemchand also expressed his reverence for Pauna Brajabasi and all those Manipuris who had laid down their lives during the Khongjom War while fighting against the colonial British. The minister also urged people of the state to remember the brave sacrifices of forefathers. Proscribed Khongjom, through a press note, pays respect to heroes of Khongjom War who laid down their lives while fighting against the British. Khongjom also pays respect to people who have laid down their lives and those who have been affected by the ongoing violent crisis in the state. The press note issued by Media Coordinator of Khongjom, M. Sakhen, maintains that Khongjom War fought for the sake of Manipur's freedom and not to protect India. The divide and rule policy employed by India was exposed on May 3 last year, when the violence broke out in the state. Sakhen further appealed for unity among people of Manipur. Manipur International University, MIU, kicked off 3-day research conference, Recon 24, International Conference on Collaborative Excellence in Multidisciplinary Research at MIU Complex in Ghari today. Speaking on the sidelines, MIU Chancellor Professor Dr. Harikumar said that the international conference is an important one as students from various streams will get a chance to discuss on various topics. National Sports University Vice Chancellor Professor Usha Surjit Nair, Nibia Group of Companies Chairman N. Irabanta and Liberal College Principal Khongjom Sanjoy were among those who attended the opening of the conference today.
Hiram Masida Koina invited talk Kayama, Bibiraga, Moidagi Lokshingian Lokshinjaraga, researchers Singna, Amadi Professor Singna, Masamasaki Pill to the Lejeriba, Adugumba, research activities Singdo, Moina paper part and a quotana Taujagani, Hiribasida, Kui, Sovene, Jena 292, Anbasena Putokche, Hiribasida, Equigi, participants sing more than 300 participants in session, home tona science ki, arts ki, Amadi multidisciplinary, Oina, whole home the parallel Oina. Kumarida Koigi, Lucian Jagata, when Numi Changna, Tarokatabo program, Masida Lucian Jagani.
As a part of its ongoing initiative, Continuing Education for Orphan Children of Manipur Mayhem, Wings of Hope has extended help to violence-affected 57 students and 31 widows. They have provided financial help for admission, uniform, textbooks, monthly school and transport fees for these students. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Repolling for Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency at 11 polling stations of 5 assembly segments concludes peacefully. Over 200 policemen assigned poll duty in Tamenglong. Manipur police personnel appeal for revocation of duty orders, citing safety issues in the wake of Manipur conflict. And Manipur observes World Earth Day 2024 on Planet versus Plastics Day. Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor N. Rajmohan says science and spirituality need to go hand in hand for the earth to thrive. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
I was like them, running away to big cities. Big cities can be rewarding, but unforgiving. And so I quit my job and came back home. Over many special cups of tea,